So it's a Friday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 39, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. That is my neighbor starting up his fucking truck. Because for the first time, I'm pretty sure this is the first time, I am in the pod garage, solo fucking dolo. And I did that because I'm doing this because everything was already out here from when Silo was here. I just left it all hooked up. So I was like, fuck it. Let's go outside and record in the fucking pod garage. Anyway, so that's where I'm fucking at. I'm looking at the blank wall. Probably going to do some video shit with the half black, half white wall. What do I got? What did I want to talk about this week? It's been a slow week. I think today we just dropped the Super Dicks Devastator discounts, which is like stuff that I feel like I fucked up or that wasn't right. It wasn't up to snuff for the regular shit. So we're gonna be trying to move that at a discounted rate, and since everything's been slow, and I'm just thinking because it's got to do with the economy or whatever. I hope. I'm trying to offer some shit at a little better of a price, so everyone can try to get at least something, you know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you were waiting for something to be, waiting for something to be a little cheaper, and there's gonna be all kinds of weird shit on there too because I fucking save a lot. I save fucking everything, so. As I continue to dig and look for all this stuff that I've saved over the years, we'll continue updating the Super Dick Devastator discounts with new shit. So, what else we got? Oh, you know what I want to talk about? Names. All right, and I don't even remember who the fuck I was in a discussion with, about graffiti names, tag names, and shit. And I want to say this was a long time ago, and by a long time ago I mean like 7 or 8 years ago. And I remember someone saying, and I wish I could remember who or where, but I just remember this, and I just kind of listened. And they said, "Oh, no, you can't have a name that's 2 words, or you need to be short, you know, 4 or 5 letters, 3, maybe 3, 4." 5 at the most, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, and they're like, yeah, because, when you're writing, you want to be able to get out of there quick and blah, 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 all this other shit. And at the time, I listened and didn't have anything to say because, a lot of times I think about things and then I, come back later and say, oh, that's not accurate. But it made sense, less time on the wall or less time in the tag or whatever the fuck, get you out of there sooner. But then I thought about it, and I thought about this for a while, because anytime anyone fucking criticizes something, even if it doesn't have anything to do with me, I sit and think about it, because I want to know, does this guy know what he's talking about, or is he fucking full of shit and he's a fucking idiot? Should I listen to what this person has to say or not? So I sat there and I thought about it, and I've thought about this for years and years. And dude, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what someone's name is or how long? If you're catching a fucking tag, you're gonna get fucking caught. If you're getting caught, you're getting caught, dog. All right, I'm just fucking saying. You know what I mean? Like, whether the difference between the 2 extra letters or a fucking whatever. Enough with the bullshit. And I know people be like, no, yo, this one time, I swear to God, I put the marker down in the police. Yeah, I know. Someone said it. Someone said, well, a long time ago, fucking whatever the fuck about getting caught. But a few times, you know, you don't get caught until you do get caught, basically. So, and that's kind of how I feel about that. You know, you might, you can catch 1 million fucking tags, and that 1,000,001 is gonna get you licked. And it doesn't matter if you got 5 letters or 15 fucking letters. If you're going, dog, you're going. That's it. You're done. You're cooked. You're fucking cooked. So that's where I wanted to talk about today. So, as everyone knows, I don't know. Does everyone know what I write? What you write? I'm having a drink. I'm fucking parched. I just got in the house. Well, I just got in the garage. I just got home. You know, the whole what you write. Let's see. I can't remember. You guys know. I write Way. W-A-Y, short for Conway. Kyle Conway. And if you listen to the old podcast, you know where Conway came from. And yeah, it's a 3-letter, but it's also a 6-letter. But it could also be a 2-letter. You know what I mean? So you can, and I know there was a dude, and I don't know if it's the same dude in New York City that was fucking putting shit up around here. He was writing homesick, and I thought that shit was fucking ill. Like, I thought that was mad ill. Homesick. That shit's fucking dope. I'm trying to find. Oh, this dude fucking. Would he block me? He blocked me. This motherfucker. Oh man, have I got a story for you? Well, he blocked me on his other account. Either that or he deleted it. Fucking weirdo. Anyway, I'm trying to find this post, but it's probably long, of this dude who he said I said something to him on Reddit. He was like, I said something to you on Reddit. I wrote the name, whatever it is, yeah, and you commented on it, and I always like, whatever. Anyway, well, I forget what the fucking point is. Can't remember if I sent anything to this dude. Damn, I gotta stop looking through this shit. I'm getting sidetracked. That's why I normally don't have the device. But anyway, the guy's name was Homesick from around here, and I thought that shit was ill. And I'm not mad at 2-word names and shit. Do whatever you want. And personally, I think my personal 2 favorite graffiti names I think that I ever heard were Atlas and Anvil. I thought those are fucking dope. In your name, it can be, you can do so many things with a name or a word or whatever the fuck. You know, what's your word, dog? I don't think, I think people fucking going with this old fucking, it's gotta be short, it's gotta be this, like it has to be. Son, I remember Silo we were talking about something one day, and he said about somebody else, like, don't tell me how to do my graffiti, dog. And I was like, yeah, for real. Right? So shit, back when my first attempt at being a graffiti writer back in the 90s, which didn't really catch on, but everyone had a tag name. Like, we couldn't just have a regular name in the streets, even though we weren't like fucking doing very much graffiti at all, but it was like your tag name. So if you're like sitting there at fucking school and where you write it on your desk, what it used to be was, everyone called me Crazy Kyle, right? When I was little, like family members and shit, Crazy Kyle. So then Tales from the Hood came out, and I was getting a little older, and so I started going with Crazy K, because that was what the dude at the last story, Crazy K. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He I was like, yo, Crazy K, yeah, that's fucking ill. I'm gonna go with that. And I used to play in arcades a lot, like fucking a lot. And so you had to enter your initials, you know, high scores and shit. And I was like, how do I do Crazy K? And I was like, KZK. So then that was like my shit for a long time, for like years, was KZK. And I thought that was fucking ill as fuck. And then when I started rapping, I was like, well, I got KZK is like, that's like too much. So I just cut it down to KZ. And then eventually motherfuckers just started calling me Z. And then they started calling me Ziz. And fucking, so that's where all that came from. That's the timeline of how that. But then, you know, I rapped for all those fucking years, right? And it was just a K and a Z, right? KZ, K-Zizzle. And I never even, I don't know why. I don't even know if my fucking folk did. I never even like compared KZ to Jay-Z. Like it never even occurred to me, because it was, I didn't really fuck with Jay-Z. And just the way it was JAY-Z, it never, until like fucking, I had already got rid of the name and someone said, why is this track say KZ? Is that like Jay-Z? And I was like, damn, I never thought about that. But then the Kyle Conway shit started, because I heard, no, I didn't hear. I was watching Goodfellas and I was drunk one night and I was like, yo, I was like, I'm about to be Kyle Conway. And then I ended up doing that battle with fucking Conway the Machine, but he wasn't fucking Conway yet, motherfucker. He wasn't Conway yet. And then we had a little thing back and forth. So if you're new here, I think I told that story before, but so I guess the bottom line is, write whatever you want, man. Don't stick with this narrative of you have to have a short name, you have to have this, you have to have that. You know, if you got a two word, you know, if your shit is homesick and you fucking hit a HS fucking 2-letter, you know what I mean? That's your shit. You know, it doesn't, and if you got time to do whatever, do whatever. You know, fucking Long Dick McGraw, I don't give a fuck. You know, whatever. People who fucking get boxed into this shit and then they start writing all these stupid things and just like, yeah, I like the letters because it was, dude, you wrote X2 fucking S. What the fuck is that? Well, what it means is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but that too, you want to do that too, but don't fucking just do some bullshit because someone on some forum somewhere said, excuse me, someone on some forum said fucking, oh, you need to have this short name. Fuck that. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. So anyway, write whatever the fuck you want. Don't be fucking. And what the I was pissed off about some. Oh, I had some dude the other day. I had this dude the other day. Oh, I can't even tell this story. I feel bad. Maybe I'll tell it eventually. Because he was on some bullshit. Well, I guess what I should say is, you know, people need to fucking learn to mind their own fucking business. And I tend to, I'd say 95% of the time, I tend to mind my own fucking business. If I see something going on and it doesn't got nothing to do with me, on the internet, in real life, if it doesn't affect me, if it doesn't affect my people, if it doesn't affect fucking whatever, I tend to just fucking mind my own fucking business and try to stay out of it, because I've seen a lot of people end up getting hurt or being in the middle of something because they just couldn't fucking stay out of it. They didn't have to be in it. They weren't required to be in a part of whatever the fuck it was, but they just couldn't help themselves. And they had to be involved in the fucking bullshit. And I am trying in my later years here to stay the fuck out of shit, man. it's so much fucking easier to just stay the fuck out of it. Like I heard I read this thing about minding your own business kind of thing, and it was and I always laughed at it because it's goofy, but it fucking makes sense. It said this a guy is walking by a nut house, a mental asylum, and they got a big fucking stockade fence you can't see. And he's hearing all these people yelling and hooting and hollering and shit, and they're saying 6, 6, 6, 6. Pause for the devil shit. And the guy's walking and he's going, and he's like trying to, like tippy toes. He can't see over the fence. He's like, what the fuck? 6, 6. So he's walking along and he's trying to look. He's trying to look through the slits. He can't see anything. And he comes up on a fucking hole just big enough like you could see through it. And he's like, oh yeah. Fucking gets right up to it. Fucking lines his eye up like in the movies. Like he's about to fucking start seeing everything. And then bam! A fucking stick pokes him right in the fucking eye. And the voices start saying 7, 7, 7. And that's why you should always mind your own fucking business. You know what I mean? Damn, how's it got to be a fly in here? Motherfucker. Anyway. So people definitely got to start minding their own fucking business, man. Stop fucking worrying about what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? To keep it fucking 100% honest with everybody, I'm like fucked up over here. I mean, I'm not fucked up in life, but we are slow as fuck, and I kind of have to have a certain amount of in and out pause, to bring new shit out. Like I got ideas, t-shirts I want to do. I want to try to make a different color alcohol. I'm not really sure what color yet, but I'm really becoming a fan of this alcohol. And I got all these fucking things in mind. And Devastator, as I always said, it pays for itself. It has to. You know what I mean? Like I can go a little while with it supporting itself on what we already have here. And but it gets to a point where that's all we're gonna have, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if it consistently just pays for itself, there can be weeks or days or weeks where the bare minimum comes in, but that also means the bare minimum went out, right? So we're not gaining anything, but we're not really losing anything. But as that couple weeks turns into a bad month, that's like when the next little thing I had planned, or the next whatever, or we've been out of these dice for this long, because I can't. A lot of times I gotta try to justify, because I'm such a cheap motherfucker. I gotta justify to myself, like, well, when do I buy these, or how many are left, or whatever. Oh yeah, well, fucking, we can get another however long out of this. Believe me, half the shit I have is mad broken because I refuse to buy new shit of anything, because I'm so fucking cheap. But growing up in the blue collar. Growing up in a blue collar household fucking made me appreciate all the little shit and fix something before you throw it away, or if it's fixable, fix it. But then there's some other shit where I'll just say fuck that's broken. Like if it's beyond my fixing, that's a whole different thing. Damn, I'm looking at this man fucking spider webs in here. I don't really care, but I've never really noticed how much spider activity we have in here. So mind your own fucking business. Write whatever name you want. That's about all I got, man. I'm working on another guest. I just gotta do it. get to the bottom of all this other bullshit. But I don't know, man. I got a fucking headache. I gotta make myself some food. So I'm just gonna wrap this one. I know this is probably one of the shortest ones that we've ever had in a minute, but I'm fucking stressing the fuck out. I'm not stressed. Yeah. No, I can't bullshit. I am. And you know what's crazy is YouTube. I'm pushing this YouTube and it's fucking doing well. And I'm really enjoying it. But it's also stressful too, because it's like a whole other do-gooder fucking base of people. I've never had so many people. That's illegal graffiti. No fucking shit. I don't know. You watched it. What the fuck, weirdo? But whatever. All right, man. I'm out of here. I'm cutting it short. Love you guys. I gotta get some food.